Good morning, class 10th. In previous lecture, we finished the first part of life process, which is nutrition. Today, I'm going to teach you the second part of life process, which is respiration. Okay. So, respiration is the process by which we take food through the process of nutrition and get oxidized and release energy for performing various activities. So, respiration is all about a process in which we take food, absorb it, whatever the nutrients are present in the food, after which we get glucose and then we release energy to performing different activities. So this is all about respiration. During the process of respiration, oxygen acquired by organism from outside the body is used to break down the food materials and provide energy. Okay, so we perform any activity, we need energy to do work. Okay, so our body acquires oxygen from surrounding and body use oxygen to break down the food particles. Okay, let us start. The process of biochemical oxidation of nutrients at cellular level. So it is a process in which oxidation occurs. How we can say the oxidation? It is not all about body, it is all about cellular level process. It means that every cell acquires oxygen. It occurs in a presence of a specific enzyme at optimum temperature in the cell to release energy for various metabolic activities. To perform various activities, all these things optimize in the cell to release energy. It is a process in which exchange of gas via oxygen and carbon dioxide take place between the body and outside environment. So in this process, carbon dioxide and oxygen also exchange. The process in which complete weight can be written in the form of equation as food plus oxygen. Food plus oxygen make carbon dioxide, water and energy. So whatever we eat and whatever we acquire oxygen, both of them produce carbon dioxide, that we exhale, water, and second important thing, energy, which is used to perform our daily activities. The organic substance undergoing oxidative breakdown during respiration is known as respiratory substrates, that is glucose. So basically food is broken down and convert into glucose, and then that glucose gives us enough energy to perform activities. We know that the process of photosynthesis, how you say during photosynthesis a product form which is C6H12O6, which is glucose, and plants perform their activities with the help of that glucose. Similarly, glucose is an organic substance that formed during respiration, and this glucose provides us enough energy to perform activities. Okay, the biochemical oxidation of nutrients take place in a different way in which different organisms, obviously this process, the process of nutrition, the process of respiration is different in different living organism. Some organisms use oxygen to broken down or break down glucose completely into carbon dioxide and water, while the other do not acquire oxygen to carry out it an absence of oxygen. So in some processes oxygen are present and in some process oxygen is absent. So to broken down food particles, to break down glucose completely, in some organism this perform in the presence of oxygen, and in some organism it does not acquires oxygen. Okay, other do not acquires oxygen. Okay, they carry it in absence of oxygen. Based on this, we have two type of respiration. First, aerobic respiration, in which oxygen is necessary or oxygen is present, and anaerobic respiration, in which oxygen is not present. It means oxygen is absent. Okay, let us talk about aerobic respiration. It is a process in which large amount of energy released in a presence of oxygen. So whatever the energy provided during this type of respiration is large. I repeat, it is the process in which the large amount of energy is released in the presence of oxygen from the breakdown of food substance. Aerobic respiration can be summarized as in following equation. Let us see. First of all, whatever the glucose form in our body, they decompose into some molecules, pyruvate molecules, energy, and this energy converted into carbon dioxide, 6 mole of carbon dioxide, 6 mole of water, and 38 mole of ATP. So what is ATP? You already introduced about ATP in class 9th. The word ATP stands for adenosine triphosphate. Which is known as energy currency of the cell. We can measure the amount of energy in the form of ATP. Okay, in the form of ATP. Okay, so I repeat, during aerobic respiration we got 38 ATP of energy. Okay, 38 of energy. Okay, glucose, pyruvate, energy that convert into carbon dioxide, water, and 38 ATP energy. Okay, I think it is not visible, but you just predict, and in your textbook these equations are also present. Okay, just below the definition of aerobic respiration. This process start in the cytoplasm and continue in the mitochondria of the cell. Water and mitochondria is the powerhouse of our body. So whatever the energy provided by cell, it done within mitochondria. Water and carbon dioxide are produced as a waste product, and the energy released during this process is used for all other life processes. It means that whatever the life process executed by human beings, they are all done by this mode of nutrition, or this type of respiration, which is aerobic respiration. Okay, in this process oxygen is present. Okay, and food particles and oxygen converted into glucose, and glucose gives us enough energy. Okay, what? 38 ATP of energy. Okay, water and carbon dioxide are produced as a waste product, and the energy released during this process used for life processes. Okay, let us talk about anaerobic respiration. What is anaerobic respiration? See,